Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. A lot has gone on since the last time I sat down to do a YouTube video. But before we get into this video though, if you could please do me a huge favor that I would greatly appreciate if you could hype this video up, hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. And the first thing that we have to talk about is how is everyone doing since the Rapture the other day? Are we all doing good? Did anyone get taken from us? Let me know down in the comment section. Can anybody honestly let me know like why people thought the Rapture was going to happen last week? It was very strange to me because in my lifetime there have been many occurrences where people were freaking out and they were saying it was going to be the end of the world, and then of course nothing happened. But with those occurrences, there was literally like some build up to it. People were grifting and it was like billboards everywhere, that kind of thing. People were over on TikTok claiming that it was going to be the end of the world. They were literally coming up with plans. If you do not get raptured, here is the key to my house. Here is my dog if you do not want it. The fact that people were trying to get rid of their animals because they thought the Lord was going to take them on a certain day, a bit insane for me, I must be honest. Like, I grew up in the church, and honestly, over the past few weeks, the amount of evil that we have seen in this world, I understand why people are turning to the Lord. But if you follow the Bible, then you are going to know that no man is going to know the time frame that the Lord is going to be coming back. So I was just personally a little confused as to how people selected that time frame. And then apparently that wasn't even the right time frame for the rapture. Apparently it's going to be like the beginning of October, because there's some like weird calendar mix up. Like, there were people over on TikTok making videos for people that were not going to be raptured. Like, this is what you need to do. Do not freak out. You basically don't get to go to heaven. Shame on you. But to my knowledge, there was no rapture. We are all here. Maybe, in my opinion, maybe the rapture has already happened and we are just living through hell because it seems that things are just progressively getting worse in this world. So anyways, moving on from that, the first person that I want to talk about is Glamzilla, because I just saw some straight up bullshit as I was sitting down to record this video. And normally I like to rag on Glamzilla. You guys know I like to poke fun at her sometimes on this channel. I feel like Glamzilla, when it comes to social media and how people talk about her on social media, I feel like she's in on the joke, kind of how I feel like Mikayla is. We're going to talk about that whole bullshit video that Mikayla uploaded the other day where she was crying because someone called her ugly. I'm still just like dying at the fact that that whole entire video, Mikayla was literally sitting there putting her products front and center, while every single time a tear was going to come out of that eye, she was going to push it. And let me tell you, crying when you have that much Botox in your face, it hurts. But also, there is no part of me that believes Mikayla when she says that she believes that she is an ugly person. I don't see that. Anyways, as I was scrolling over on TikTok, I came across a video from Glamzilla, because if you follow Glamzilla, then you know that she is getting married and her wedding is coming very, very soon. Like, all of her content has kind of been geared towards that for the last few months, I want to say. Well, Glamzilla uploaded a video where she was crying and she let everyone know that her wedding is literally a week away, and she got a call from the wedding venue and they decided that they were just going to cancel it completely. I would be so pissed, to be completely honest. And when I saw that video, I was like, Glamzilla, I'm gonna need you to come out of character real quick. Maybe this is your character. I don't know. You know what? Actually, it is, because I remember Glamzilla back in the day. You remember when she called that one lady ugly? And she called that one lady crazy because she called her out for... Anyways, moving on from that. Well, I was thinking that Glamzilla needs to like release the name of this wedding venue, because what do you mean that you were going to cancel the wedding venue a week away from the wedding? That seems like straight up bullshit. What could be the reason? Why are they canceling this? And there were so many people down in her comment section that were agreeing with me, like, please tag this wedding venue. We need to know who this is. We need to know the reasons as to why they canceled this. And Glamzilla did upload a video where she was addressing why she is not going to be putting out the name of the wedding venue. Girl, be a little shady.
Yeah, my venue canceled on me 1 week before my wedding, and I'm freaking out. And I would be so very upset because, oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry because it's not about the place. It's about the love. And oh, I feel sick to my stomach. You have no idea. And I'm not revealing the venue name because I'm a bigger person than that, right? But my heart is broken.
I feel like sometimes in life, though, you need to decide not to be the bigger person, because, and I do feel like this is a situation where that is called for, right? I mean, a lot of women out there dream of their wedding from the time that they are just like a little girl. So the fact that this, which is something that I'm sure that Glamzilla poured a ton of money into, the fact that her wedding venue canceled on her at the last minute with just like a week to go, girl, you do not need to be the bigger person. I don't think I'm wrong on that, honestly.
And I just feel like everything's going wrong, okay? But all those things don't matter because I have my dream love.
I saw people down in her comment section saying like, girl, are you superstitious? Because you literally said that so much is going wrong leading up to this wedding. So maybe you should take it as like a stop. I don't know so much about that because Glamzilla has been with this man for a good long while to my understanding. So I don't think it's anything like that. It's not a quick little wedding where they met like a few months ago. They're like, let's go tie the knot real quickly, like that kind of thing. You know, I would be so pissed if I was her.
Like, I really do. And I'm very happy, and all my family's gonna be there, and that's all that's important. But I'm like heartbroken about it, and I can easily post and say, this was the venue that me over a week before my wedding. But like, it's not worth it. Like, it's, and yes, it would feel so good. It would feel so good to get like, it would feel so good to get the satisfaction. But that's not who I am. It sucks. Sorry, I'm ugly crying. But like, it was like, everything was planned. And like,
girl, that is like that painful crying too, where you're kind of like heaving as well. Oof.
It's such a big deal. And it, like, remember, I waited 18 years to get married. So everything we did for this wedding is like my ultimate dream. And our ultimate dream. I just hate that I'm choosing the high road, and I'm choosing to be a good person instead of drag this family-owned business.
I hate that too.
But it would feel so good. Yeah, it would feel so good. But it doesn't help anybody. Anyways, I'm gonna look for a new venue.
Maybe she doesn't want to drag the name of the business because maybe it is a legit reason as to why they had to cancel last minute and all. So maybe that's why she's choosing not to do so, because it'd be really bad for them. But ooh, good for her for showing restraint. You guys know what? I was sitting here trying to lead her down a bad path saying, drag that family-owned business. But good for you, Glamzilla. I apologize, Jesus, if there's going to be another Rapture.
But like, I'm very upset, guys. I really am. I'm like, really heartbroken. Like, but it's not meant to be. And I'm blessed in so many different ways.
Amen.
And adding negativity to my wedding day is not what I'm down for. So I'm just grateful it happened a week before instead of a day before.
How about after the honeymoon, though? Like, after everything is all said and done, Glamzilla, you're done celebrating, everything is going back to normal, then can we know the name?
Anyways, I will update you guys when we find the perfect venue.
Thank you. So y'all are gonna have to let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts and opinions are on this wedding venue canceling on Glamzilla at the last minute. I think it is complete bullshit. I guess I will agree, like, good job, Glamzilla, because you don't want to drag the family-owned business. Kudos to you for being the bigger person, I guess. So moving on from that, let's talk about everybody's favorite slasher, and no, not the one on my hoodie, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, because Gypsy Rose has joined Cameo, and you guys know that I love doing a good cameo. I'm actually gonna be doing some cameos later. Just a little self-plug for everyone. They're only $5. They are literally $5, guys. I'm just like, everyone know that, because the price that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is charging and the fact that people are paying her $149 for Gypsy Rose Blanchard to give you some life advice or something. She's been in prison for most of it. What kind of life advice is she gonna give y'all? But Gypsy Rose says, and I guess it makes a little sense, she has to price it that way because she does have like a lot of trolls that will come into her DMs and just say nasty things to her. So if she sets it at $149, I feel like unless you really hate her or you just got a lot of extra money to spend and you're like, let me troll this bitch, which the video we're actually gonna be talking about, someone did pay the $149 and they did troll her. But I feel like you're gonna have less people doing it for the $149 than if it was something like I'm charging $5. So this lady Kendall over on TikTok paid Gypsy Rose to do one of these cameos, and she submitted a description. I actually have the description right here because there are two videos that she uploaded about this. One was just the video of the cameo, and then this one is her live reacting to it, which is the one that we're going to watch. I saw this Gypsy Rose video just floating around before I knew it was this lady Kendall that paid for it. And I was just thinking to myself, like, who in their right mind is asking Gypsy Rose for advice on their mom? Like, the most advice that she could give you is what size knife goes the deepest. Okay, so the description of the cameo request says, I'm really struggling with my relationship with my mom. She hates my boyfriend and is banning me from seeing him. It's ruining my mom and me and his relationship. I just need some encouragement to know me and my mom are going to get through this. Could you just imagine if Gypsy Rose's mom made it to the age where she was gonna finally stand out of that wheelchair? Because, I'm sorry, so many people don't believe that Gypsy Rose was in on the whole gig with her mom, she is just as nasty and manipulative as old fucking Peggy Sue. What was her mom's name? Dee Dee. Oh my God, I probably shouldn't have. Oh my God, I'm gonna be honest. I probably should not have smoked just before sitting down to talk about this.
So Gypsy Rose Blanchard is on Cameo right now. If you've missed my last couple of videos, she commented on my TikTok and she thinks I'm a troll for some reason. I told her to make a cameo because I'm having some issues with my boyfriend and my mom wants to doesn't want me to be with him, and it's just really affecting me, and I have a 7-minute long cameo. I did in fact try and play it on my TV for you guys, but unfortunately this is all we get, so.
Kendall. So from what
just
I was
hearing her say my name. Oh
you
my
were
God.
going through a issue with your mom not approving of your current boyfriend and banning you from seeing him. Okay, so I want to start off with,
be real.
I am not a licensed professional to give life advice, so the advice that I'm going to give you is just kind of like wisdom that I've learned throughout the years, okay? So
I'm sorry, I had to hit my babe.
I want to say, I understand that this is extremely difficult.
By the way, there is another video from Kendall where she found out that everything that Gypsy Rose is going to say to her in this video is literally, I think it was ChatGPT that she used. Like, AI broke it down and literally almost word for word of everything that she was saying. What advice, again, like what advice could Gypsy Rose give you about how to deal with a mom? I understand why she had to use the ChatGPT, because she was probably like, girl, what do I say? How do I figure this out? Like, I don't understand. Oh my God.
Matters of the heart are extremely complex and difficult to deal with.
Amen.
So I feel you on that. And
my microphone's
trust me, you are not the first person to go through this. At some point, everybody goes through this in their life. So what I will say is, you only ever have one mom. And boyfriends, relationships, friendships come and go, but you will only ever have your one mom. And I'm sure, because I am a mother. I have been young once. I'm a mother now, and I feel like
what did you do? Wait a minute. Let's revisit that, Gypsy. Let's not just brush on by that I was young once. What did you do when you were young? How was Dee Dee? Where is she, girl?
Changed since I became a mother. So I know that your mom probably just wants the very best for you. And I'm sure that her, I guess you could say,
I do want to say this before I go any further, because I know I'm making a lot of comments about how Gypsy literally, her mom, Dee Dee was a psycho in herself. Now, am I saying that she deserved what she got in the end? No, I'm not. Because Gypsy was of the age where she could literally get up out of that wheelchair and she could walk on away from this situation, okay? Now, I know she was abused, all that kind of thing, and sometimes it's very difficult. But I, in my own opinion, okay, and an opinion that a lot of other people have as well, Gypsy was in it a little bit more than some people let on. That's all I'm saying.
Standards of what she would want in a partner for you are pretty high, because you have to remember, you're her baby girl, and she's only ever gonna want the best for you.
This cannot be real.
And also, if mothers have a sense, okay? They have like a spidey sense. It's part of their superpowers. And I'm sure that your mom is picking up on things maybe, and they could be valid or they can't be valid. I don't know, I'm not her. But moms pick up on things. And so have a sit-down conversation with her.
I gotta get a drink. Y'all listen.
Be completely calm. That'll show her how mature you are. Because I don't know how old you are. I didn't see that in the profile, but I can kind of tell if your mom's banning you from seeing this guy, that you're probably on the younger side of life. I am 34 and I have made tons of mistakes, so I have a little bit of wisdom. But have a sit-down conversation with your mom. Have that open communication with.
I want to know the experience that Gypsy Rose has. I feel like we're not getting enough to know about like the experience that she has of dealing with a mom, because then we would really have to just confront like the giant elephant in the room. Okay.
Your mom. Be
So I shouldn't get my boyfriend to kill her?
Ask her, Mom, what are the things that you don't like about this guy? What are your concerns? And have that, open dialogue. And I'm sure she'll be more than happy to tell you and be forthcoming about what it is that she's picking up on that she does not like. And if it's something that maybe could be resolved,
by
maybe
not
all three of y'all
offing my
could
mom
have a conversation together, and she could sit down with the guy and say, you know, hey, maybe these are some things that I'm concerned about regarding the relationship. You know, prove to me that maybe I'm wrong. And if that is a no-go, if she's like, I don't like the guy, okay? Unfortunately, you know, it might come down to an ultimatum where you do have to make a decision. Hey, do I want to have a relationship with this guy? And I don't know if it's temporary, how long we're going to stay together, or what the future holds. Or,
I haven't seen this yet.
You know, your relationship with your mom. And your mom is always going to be there for you. Like, don't think that she's just going to stop loving you just because you like this guy. No. But I will say, most likely, very rarely does anyone ever, you know, end up with their first boyfriend or their second or their third or their fourth as their longtime partner. Boyfriends will come in your life for a reason or a season, as they say.
I cannot process this is real right now.
Maybe this reason is to kind of bring you and your mom even closer by having this open conversation with each other. And it'll prove to her how mature you are, and it will build trust in you both. And hopefully, you know, some good can come out of it, and y'all can become closer. But I will say, you know, it is extremely important to foster that mother-daughter bond. My daughter, you know, if my daughter ever came to me and was like, hey, I like this guy, and I'm just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling this guy.
Guy better be worried.
There's just,
you should kill him.
As a mom, like I said, we want to be protective. We want to know that our baby girl is being taken care of and loved and appreciated.
I'm sorry.
So again, the best advice I can give you is have that open communication with your mom.
There's not enough alcohol in the world for this.
No matter what, your mom's going to be there for you. She'll be there, you know, if things fall apart, she's going to be there. If you succeed in any relationship, she's going to want you to succeed in your relationships. If it's the right time and the right person, that's another big thing is relationships shouldn't have to be like so hard whenever it comes to family dynamics. Like my stepmom loves my boyfriend. She always has.
Which one?
Girl, let's be honest. That stepmom probably loves that boyfriend because look what happened to Dee Dee. Girl, that stepmom's not going to be like, that boy's bad for you. First of all, Ken, I know you're still with Gypsy. I saw a TikTok that they were doing some kind of like grocery unbagging, and they said they're going to be getting a house together now. One of the last boyfriends is literally doing life. That is terrifying. To know that she has a temper is a little concerning, Ken. And now you're moving in with her. This isn't just like, oh, maybe she'll come over for the weekend type of deal. No, that's 24/7. Good luck, Ken. Good luck.
My ex-husband. So it makes things a lot easier when your parents love your partner and take them on as family. That's such a good feeling to have. And so if you're trying to force that puzzle piece that isn't fitting, that's probably because it's not the timing and it might not be the person. You know, I fully believe that, you know, whatever higher power that you believe in, that there is a time and there is a purpose for everybody that comes into your life. So I know this video is kind of running a little long, but I just wanted to let you know that, like, your feelings are valid. Your mom's feelings are valid. She's not the enemy in this situation. She really does love you and is just trying to protect you because heartbreak sucks. It sucks. I don't know if you had your first heartbreak, but it sucks. And we, as moms, we all try to protect our daughters from getting hearts broken and stuff. So, again, have a good, deep, calm conversation with your mom and see if this issue could be resolved. Okay, thank you so much for, you know, getting a cameo. I really appreciate it. I hope my talk and kind of shared wisdom helps you out. Have a wonderful and a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you, Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Hi, Kendall.
Hi, Kendall. I cannot even begin to put into words. I just, I need to gather my thoughts. There's the cameo, guys. I literally don't know what to say right now. The fact that I am also quite literally on her story right now, like she sends me this like nice loving cameo and then she posts this on her story like,
wait, what does this say? Yes, I did, and I just want you to know that I knew that you were a troll, but I wanted the opportunity to show my growth as a human being and be the role model that I didn't have in the past and give you advice that I wish someone would have given me 10 years ago. May God bless your life, and I hope that you can find some maturity along the way. The fact that Gypsy Rose said that she wanted to showcase her maturity and her growth and things that she has like learned along the way, and then it was found out later that it was just literally things that she found out from ChatGPT the exact same day because it was like in the exact same order.
Pray for them. They need Jesus. Girl. What the fuck? Why are me and Gypsy Rose Blanchard beefing right now?
Well, one thing that is for certain is, according to Gypsy Rose, Kendall is not going to get to participate in the Rapture, and apparently Gypsy Rose is. So moving on from that, let's talk about Mikayla Nogueira real quick, because there are two different reasons as to why she is getting dragged over on TikTok right now. The first one is because the other day after Mikayla uploaded her video where she was literally crying to everyone about how people call her ugly and she just does not have a good profile and oh my God, how can people say such horrible things about her? It was literally, as I said earlier in this video, literally just her trying to push products and sell them, because every single thing that she was showing in that video clip was the POV beauty, which I know there's going to be people like, well, shouldn't she use her own products on video and promote them? Girl, when you're sitting down and you're crying because you just get so bullied online and it's just like really getting to you and all that, and all you're doing is using your products, it, in my opinion, is manipulative. Now, some people might think differently. That is okay. It is manipulative. Let's be completely honest. But one of the first videos that Mikayla uploaded after the fact is that she blacked out in New York City and she took herself on a shopping date and she hit up like all of the boutiques, every single designer that you can imagine. And she did an unboxing for TikTok where she showed off literally everything, all the bags, all the shoes, all the designer goods. And after the fact, the TikTok detectives decided they were going to literally tally up everything that she purchased. And it was around $200,000 that she actually spent in this shopping haul. So people were like, girl, there are people making videos about this saying that she needs to read the room because there are people out here that cannot afford groceries. And that is completely true. There are people out here that cannot afford groceries, but the people that are watching Mikayla Nogueira do not care about that. They are the ones that cannot afford the groceries, but they are quickly going to make sure that they put money into Mikayla's pocket by buying all these ridiculous bundles that she's putting out of the POV beauty. She literally uploaded a video and she was showing off just this black makeup bag, like the ones that Jeffree Star has had for years, and literally every other brand under the sun. You can go to TJ Maxx and get one for like $10. She put together a bundle over on TikTok, because now it's over on TikTok Shop. Dear fucking God, I cannot escape the TikTok Shop videos for POV beauty. And everyone starts their videos by saying, Mikayla Nogueira, you owe me money. Because they're trying to say that they bought everything at full price when it was full price. It wasn't in a bundle, and now it's in a bundle, so you have to buy the bundle because it's going to be so... I just went off on a tangent and completely forgot what I was trying to say. I think it was, I don't understand why people are so shocked that Mikayla is coming online and flaunting to everyone out there, literally the peasants, that she was able to spend $200,000 because she blacked out, when everyone has been witnessing Mikayla's growth on TikTok and how she has literally monetized every single lie that she has ever told. Literally is okay with coming online and lying to her whole entire audience base so she can eat at night. She doesn't care if you eat at night, girl. She cares if she eats at night. Another thing that I saw people saying about Mikayla is, oh my God, she's so unrelatable. Why would she upload this video? In what world, girl, did you think that Mikayla Nogueira was relatable? Come on, we need to have a little common sense. Like, let me just bitch about this for a fucking second. When an influencer gets to a certain level on social media, I need y'all out there that do this, please stop looking at them as they are relatable. Their life has completely changed. Their tax bracket has completely changed. There is nothing relatable about them anymore. Well, let me not speak for every single influencer out there, because honestly, there's so many communities here on YouTube that I couldn't. But for the beauty community, please tell me who you guys think is relatable that has millions upon millions of followers and subscribers. Let me know in the comment section, because certainly none of the ones that we speak about here on this channel. But the other reason that Mikayla is getting called out right now is because obviously we've been talking about that video where she came on crying because people are calling her ugly down in her comment section. Well, on top of people thinking that she was just being completely manipulative in that video and just trying to make some sales, There are some people that think that Mikayla is actually using that to try to distract and get her audience kind of like riled up if anyone comes for her over on TikTok, which they have been. I have seen so many grown ladies over on TikTok that have made their own videos in response to Mikayla that bought every single word that she was saying, that was like just crying for themselves. And I do want to say this, I don't think that Mikayla's whole video was complete bullshit. I think that the tears and everything that she was saying in that video, she definitely has a lot of experience of people saying negative things to her, so she had a lot of emotion to pull from. I just think that the way that she did it and the way that she came about it, after you watch it again, it's completely different than the way that I watched it the first time, you know? And I guess since I brought it up so much in this video, and I should not assume that everybody knows what clip I'm talking about where Mikayla was crying about being called ugly, so here's a little refresher.
I want to address something that's been heavy on my mind for quite a while: my appearance and what I look like. I've said this a million times, and I will defend it until I'm in the grave, that there are no filters on my videos. There's constant confusion about why I look different in person than in my videos. I want to make something very clear. I am aware that I'm not an attractive person. Sorry, I don't know why I'm fucking getting emotional over it. I'm aware that I'm not, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at or, like, photogenic. It's really easy to take a bad photo of me. I don't have the best side profile, which I've talked about and I've shown.
Girl, I feel the pain on that one, because back in the day, I had a sickening side profile. I have gotten older. I've had a few little procedures done, nothing like invasive. I had that Kybella shit done, and honestly, I wish that I fucking didn't, because I just wish that I didn't. So I get where she is coming from.
Sorry. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know why I look different in person. I don't. Like, I film on the TikTok app with no filters. I'm just sitting here talking to my phone, and this is what I look like. This is what I look like. But in person, I'm not as pretty or, like, attractive. And transparently, there's nothing I can do about that. This is the dumbest video ever. I had zero intention of crying in this. There's nothing I can do about my side profile, okay? I don't have an attractive side profile. And people really like to use that against me. But people, some photos I see of me, like, out in public, I like how I look. Majority, I don't. Because I'm not a photogenic person, and I'm not someone who is, like, a model. I'm not attractive. So I do my best to look good online, because I'm showing myself to 17 million people, like, sorry that I try to look good. But when you see a photo of me out in public, yeah, I get why I don't look very good. I'm just not photogenic like that. It's like, in a candid photo, I don't look that good. I'm literally prepping my skin with fucking tears. I'm gonna tell you something, like, people who take pictures of me out in public, or, like, any sort of, like, Getty images, like, they don't give a fuck about your insecurities. Like, if you have a stomach shot, like, your stomach is out and that you're insecure about, they don't give a fuck. If you have, like, saggy skin on your arms, which I have, like, excess skin all over my body.
Y'all, there are a few photos of me on Getty Images that she is 100% correct on that, because they do not give a fuck. They are like that one friend. Everyone has that one fucking person in their life, or had that one person in their life, that will make sure that they look good in the photo, but everybody else looks like shit. That is Getty Images.
They don't give a fuck about that. Like,
they don't.
So yeah, it's gonna show in pictures. This is, it's 3 minutes in and I should be almost done with my makeup. Hold on. I really need to get myself together, because I'm trying to make a point here. People like to take the pictures of me I post on Instagram versus, like, the candid photos of me out in the wild. And I obviously look totally different, because the people taking the candids of me don't know my angles, don't know what kind of photos I like, don't know my lighting. It's different. It's different. And I look really different when someone else is taking the picture. And I guarantee that you would too. And yes, I edit the pictures. Everyone edits their pictures. but I don't edit them as heavily as people think. I do not edit my body. I'm so sick of that lie. I'm 4'11", I weigh 135 pounds. Does that matter? No. People ask me how I'm a size 2. It's because I'm short and I can fit into a size 2. It's not because I'm skinny. I'm not skinny. My body proportions fit into 2 and 4 because I'm literally tiny. But when you're 4'11", the fat doesn't have a lot of places to go. So yes, I have loose fat on my abs, I have a stomach, I have back rolls.
Back rolls?
I don't know, like, why do people keep putting pictures of my fat in my comment sections? Do you think I don't know I exist with that? And I've made videos showing it openly. I can literally link it for you.
That is one of the most horrible decisions, one of the best, but one of the most awful decisions that TikTok ever made was allowing people to leave photos in the comment section of creators. There is one thing for certain, people are definitely not allowing James Charles to forget about how he apologized to his victims in his comment section because of those photos. So I didn't know that people were leaving pictures of Mikayla's flabby arms in her comment section. That's really messed up.
Like, sorry that I like to put my best foot forward on my videos. Like, I'm gonna use the angles I like. I'm gonna use the lighting I like because I want to feel confident. I'm sorry that my stomach fat isn't hanging out of my clothes all the time. It doesn't mean I'm hiding it. Also, like, the constant conversation about my appearance. Who gives an actual like, literally. Does it even matter what I actually look like? Like, there's so much more shit going on in the world than to care so much about this. And do not hit me with the, yeah, because you're deceiving your eye. No, I'm not. There's no filter on the video. You're just making that up. There is zero deception on the video. Like, this is how I look on the video. Do I look this way all the time? Probably.
I have to say, the one time that I went over that I was doing a TikTok live, there are so many different settings to things that you can do to your skin. You can change the shape of your face. You can like really slim it if you wanted to. There are people, I've noticed that a lot of the times it's people that do crack. They will literally wear some glasses and they'll have their pupils be massive because that's a setting. I was like, why would that even be a setting? Like, why would you want to make your pupils larger?
Probably not. It doesn't mean I'm deceiving my audience. Anyways, clearly this has been bothering me for a long time. I'm just exhausted by the constant conversation about what I look like. Like, it's just like, enough. Like, we get it. I don't expect you to understand, but to have thousands of people criticize your appearance every day, it fucks you up. I'm just saying, it does. It would fuck you up too. Like, I don't care what anyone says. My whole life, I have not been considered beautiful.
There were some people wondering, like, why, if it bothers Mikayla so much, does she read her own comment section? Because she does have a team around her, apparently. So why not hire someone to do the comments for herself, at least for a little bit?
I am aware that I'm not. And it's not easy being a beauty influencer who's not beautiful. People try to break me down for anything they can, but specifically my appearance, are literally whole ass TikTok accounts dedicated to comparing how I look online versus in real life. Do you know what that fucking does to me? Or do you probably don't even give a shit what it does to me because you don't treat me like a human being. And I'm really like, fuck. I don't want to bring up too much about EDs, but I'm not doing good in that department. It fucking sucks. I refuse to ruin this makeup. I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna get me canceled. I don't fucking care. When I was 60 pounds heavier, people treated me so much kinder about my body, about the way I looked, because I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But now that I've lost 60 pounds...
That I'm actually, like, very surprised to hear, but I do know a lot of people are always talking about, is Mikayla on Ozempic? Is she lying about how she lost weight? And I actually think that those questions ramped up after Jaclyn Hill, after telling everyone she was doing everything so naturally for how long, decided that she was going to come online and tell people that she had a little bit of help from her friend Ozempic.
It's like a sprint to find any flaw on my body that people can. Like, y'all find things wrong with me that I would never have even noticed. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is that I get it. I get it. I know I look different in person. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, on a more positive note, I'm going to a makeup conference today, which is really fun. I want to try these new Glossier blushes. This is the Cloud Paint in shade Billow. Look at that. Honestly, that is giving ashy.
So regarding Mikayla saying that there's nothing that she can do about how she looks when she's out in public, y'all have to understand, this is a work in progress, and I'm not even trying to be like shady right now because I was just telling Dustin the other day, sometimes when I'm making my thumbnails, I have so many pictures of these influencers in just like my downloads folder that I recycle a lot of them for my thumbnails. I'm sure you guys have noticed. But when it comes to Mikayla, as I'm scrolling through all of my photos, you know how you just like hold down on the one button and it'll just go through all the photos? You can see what the photos are, but I can literally see the transformation of Mikayla's face. I think Mikayla looks great.
Like that, it's very light. I don't hate it. It's very purple. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for this very much derailed video. I just don't get why we're still attacking people for their appearance in 2025. Like, y'all are all about anti-bullying, anti-this and that until you're not. I'm just asking for, like, a little bit of grace. Like, I get the whole wanting to make fun of me and hating me and not liking me and wanting my career to end and me to fail and blah, blah, blah. But, like, if we can just settle down on the appearance thing, then I'll be fine. Regardless, the world will keep fucking spinning. But, I don't know. I just had to get this out. I've been holding it in for so fucking long. At the end of the day, none of what I'm saying matters, and I'm not asking you to feel bad for me or even care about what I'm saying. I just feels good to let it out, and now I can move on. Liner underneath solves all my problems. This is the ABH lip liner in Mocha, one of my favorites. Then I bought a new lipstick to try, Giorgio Armani shade 102. It looks like a really pretty, like, pink nude. Oh, is it a satin finish? I mean, pretty.
That's a pretty
color. I don't know
color.
why I thought it was going to be matte, but I still like it. Anyways, I love you guys. Sorry for being a literal crybaby in this video. No regrets.
So you might be sitting there wondering to yourself, like, what Mikayla could be trying to distract from or try to, like, rile her audience up. Like, if someone comes for her, they're gonna be, like, on attack mode. Well, I don't know for certain if it is this, but you guys tagged me a lot over on TikTok after my original video of Mikayla crying. Well, apparently, do you guys remember back in the day where Mikayla outed the fact that Cody was an addict and that he had an ex-girlfriend that he met in recovery, like, in an actual rehab facility? And Mikayla was downright nasty to that girl and literally dragged her, basically, for being an addict. And to my understanding, that was because Mikayla was feeling some type of like threatened, I guess, because that girl was saying that she was Cody's ex-girlfriend. Would you guys care if the person that you're with, all of a sudden somebody was like, yeah, that's my ex? I feel like that's really like a nothing burger, just my opinion. Well, people over on TikTok are thinking that this might be the reason as to why Mikayla uploaded that video where she was crying. Because for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure what the reason could completely be, because I believe we are at 5 years that this lady right here has not been with Cody, and Cody has been in a relationship with Mikayla Nogueira. This lady right here, who I guess we will call Cody's ex-girlfriend, is back over on TikTok, and she is uploading videos, and she is lashing out and responding to Mikayla Nogueira because Mikayla uploaded a video about Cody and his sobriety. Remember, at the beginning of the year, Mikayla was on this whole tangent about how last year was the hardest one of her life, and people thought that she was using the fact that Cody was in a rehab facility to once again sell POV beauty, because literally when she was going into detail about all of that, their surprise was a relaunch of a bunch of her products. Not a relaunch, a restock. So Cody's ex-girlfriend is basically calling BS on Mikayla's whole woe is me attitude over on TikTok and crying about Cody being in rehab, because she's saying like, where's this same energy from when you outed me to your millions upon millions of followers? Which in my opinion does make sense, because of course you're not going to want someone going after your loved one who is in addiction or they are in recovery. But honestly, it's kind of weird to want sympathy for your loved one, but then try to use that situation to throw another addict under the bus. So I do understand where the ex-girlfriend is coming.
Addiction's really fucking had, guys.
Where was this attitude when you outed me on your Instagram story to all your followers?
They were both drug addicts, of course. They've been through some shit together. Yeah, no, keep Cody's fucking name out of your mouth.
It's almost like you're not an advocate for addicts and you're actually just using it for your own benefit and your gain. Because when your followers came to my page,
I do agree with that.
Junkie, talking about trap, talking about is giving feed, you fully supported it. You were liking comments that were like crazy stuff like that. Like, I think somebody said, like, she gives Trap House, and you liked it. Something like that. Something along those lines. Anyway, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to post the clip at the end. You're not an advocate for anybody. You use people's stories and their darkest moments for your own gain and to talk about, and you use it for sympathy. And then with me, you used it to try to discredit anything I was going to say because I came out and was like, Cody's my ex-boyfriend. And you quickly went on your Instagram story and was like, that's an addict, that's somebody he met in treatment, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and you said they were both drug addicts. They've been through some stuff together. We've never gotten high together, for the record. We've never been through drug stuff. So anything that we've been through is completely sober. But anyway, my point is that you use addiction for sympathy and then as a weapon in the same exact sentence, and that's not okay. And you're not a martyr for anything. You just have a lot of people fooled.
So now that we have a little bit more context as to why the ex-girlfriend is bringing up Mikayla once again, I'm completely here for it because Mikayla does love to use Cody's sobriety when she needs some sales, when she needs some sympathy, or she needs to get some attention away from something. I mean, we have witnessed her do that many times over, even though she'll tell you that's not what she's doing. I will never forget when I, as well as millions of other people, learned that Cody was an addict when Mikayla made him sit down for that video where he was literally like this, just like stiff the whole entire time. And Mikayla was sitting there, like on the shoulder, but he's like this, just letting everybody know that he was like an alcoholic or something. I can find that clip again. I'm gonna put it in one of my videos because it was very uncomfortable to watch. And when I say that, I mean like myself and many other people out there felt like he might have been being held hostage to do that video. Kind of like that Sam guy, the waiter, when he was making that video about James Charles, when he had the light above his head, it was like an interrogation. So y'all are gonna have to let me know down in the comment section, are you team Mikayla Nogueira and Cody? Or are you team Cody's ex-girlfriend dragging Mikayla and bringing up like, hey girl, you are no advocate the way that you were trying to portray to your millions of followers. So with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. Please hype up this video if you have that feature. I know I keep saying I do not have the feature where I can go to other people's videos and hype them up. I know I have it on my video, but I can't do it for anyone else. And there are so many channels out there that I would love to hype up their videos, but it's literally not a feature that is offered to me for some reason. I don't know. Please hit the subscribe button as well as the thumbs up. And if you have made it this far, please leave me a green heart emoji down in the comment section. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.